something that for years has been one of the most beautiful celebrations in New York City, most peaceful, crowded, yes, but yesterday we had a band of vandals who thought it was appropriate to fight the NYPD.
Didn't you participate in the Ethics Committee's investigation? They said that you were not cooperating with them. If you think this is such a sham, why didn't you participate?
I cooperated. I provided them every single document, for the most part, that they went off of came from my counsel.
Mr. Santos.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, I will be number 6 in the history, the first Republican and the only one.
And why not just resign?
Because if I leave, they win. If I leave, the bullies take place. This is bullying. The chair of the committee putting out a motion to expel, just introducing it and not calling it privilege, was designed to force me to resign. But he didn't even have the fortitude to go ahead and call the privilege. He had someone else do it. Someone who's actually just recently done one on me, which is Congressman Esposito. So the reality of it is it's all theater. It's theater for the cameras. It's theater for the microphones. It's theater for the American people at the expense of the American people because no real work's getting done. I will be filing a slew of complaints in the coming hours of today and tomorrow to make sure that we keep the playing field even, because at this point I have been nothing but generous and kind with my time. I have not raised my voice or a single finger against a single other member of this body. But now I guess it's fair game to continue to do that.
Congressman Santos.
Go ahead.
Why do you think you're being bullied? And why do you think
I mean, it's the third time. And each time for different reasons, and they just keep going. I don't know. Ask them. I don't care. Go ahead.
I know you've been asked this before, but are the accusations against you true?
I've said this many times. I'm fighting to defend myself and to dispel each and every accusation as soon as I have the opportunity. Go ahead.
What do you say to your constituents?
Do you expect the expulsion vote to pass? And if so, why do you think this time compared to the other?
I don't know. Look, from what I understand, the way I'm looking at this is Congressman Lilota said he has 150 votes. So, I mean, if he has 150 votes, as he said already on the record, he has the votes. This is just plain and simple.
Why do you think the votes have changed?
Thank you. So there's quite a few numbers.
Let me go down a few things here that to give you a sense of Congress today and what it represents for the American people.
You said this has been a year from hell for you. Obviously, 3 expulsion attempts, multiple indictments. Knowing where we are today, would you have done it all over again?
I would have done a lot of things different. I would have associated with a lot of different people. I would have definitely stayed away from a lot of people. And for those of you who don't know, this is Grace Ashford from the New York Times. You all know me because of her. So interesting to see you here. But I will say this. Today is my 2nd year wedding anniversary, and I'm going to enjoy it and try to forget the fact that it's been 1 year from hell, but I would do a few things differently. Hi. So they're all judge, jury, and executioners because evidence isn't really a conviction or a verdict, and allegations neither. So I mean, the way that they're looking at this is they just needed a reason to do it. That's why the Ethics Committee released that statement 2 weeks ago to give them cover to vote no, but little over 2 weeks ago, and then just give them the option to change their votes this time around.
Why did you already say you're not going to run for re-election, but at the same time won't resign?
Well, I'm not running for re-election because I chose not to put myself, my family through this process. Because here's the reality when it comes down. You're a local Long Islander. You know how this works. I would have an uphill battle against the press. I would have an uphill battle against the party. And it's just, you know what? There's a point in time where you just say, you know, enough is enough. I'm 35 years old, Rich. It doesn't mean that it's goodbye forever. That's just all I can say. Yes, sir.
How do you think of